So guys, I just scrapped an idea in video. Idea of I'm sorry if these pictures creepy. I don't know about them, but I just scrapped an idea. I just made of what is it? Trolling people, trolling Tracking Santa live shows, but then the chat didn't come up, so I couldn't do it. So now we're going to try. Now we're gonna react to Elf on a Shelf moving. I'm not doing it with Matt this time. If I want to make another one, we can. But let's just watch the first one. I hope I didn't watch these last year. But this time is actually gonna have the mic, so the mic's gonna make it better. So let me just do something real quick. Just claim. I'm gonna claim this one. Oh, never mind. So let's press the first one.
Now, to those who don't know, the Elf on a Shelf is a Christmas tradition where a special scout is sent to your home from the North Pole to encourage children to behave themselves. Now, the idea is that this is Santa's little helper, which watches the children by day, and at each night he or she returns to the North Pole to report on whether or not children were naughty or nice. Anyways, in today's video, we are going to be looking at 10 Elf on a Shelf caught on camera and spotted in real life. I can assure you that all of the videos from this list will leave you shocked. Now, before we do go ahead and start this video, leave a like down below in the spirit of Christmas.
So we will put this guy in the description. If you guys didn't know that, we will.
I heard that by leaving a like, you would help the elves greatly. And anyways, let's get started at number 10. In this video, one kid decided to catch Elf on a Shelf on camera moving at night. What he did is he set up a hallway camera, and he knew to set it up in the hallway because every night the elf would sneak out of this one room. After he did catch it moving on camera, what he saw absolutely shocked him. Back and forth, the elf would move past the camera and even would mess around with it a little. When this video was first released, it shocked the world and definitely shocked the kid.
Oh my god!
Moving up next on to number 9, we have this one vlogger who was filming his morning routine when he noticed that his Elf on a Shelf was standing on his car. And that was only the beginning. He decided to keep on vlogging, which most likely angered the elf, because the elf probably doesn't want any cameras rolling when he's gonna be moving around with his magic. Further into the video, he continues to film, and it made his day terrible.
Good morning, y'all. What's the deal here, man? What's going on? What the hell? Man, give me some M&M. Bruh, come on, man. We ain't finna start this already. Man, I'm finna give me some wine. You want some? Bruh! Come on, bruh. How the hell you get in here so fast?
Moving on to number 8, we have another sighting recorded by someone's camcorder. After just a quick inspection of the timestamp of seeing it being recorded in December 1st, 2018, we know now that the elves are back and they're coming in earlier this year. So even though on the 25th, when Christmas is finally over, the elves on the shelf might actually stick around. It's a crazy hypothesis, but many people in the comment section of this video agreed. But anyways, from the camcorder, not only was the Elf on a Shelf recorded on camera, but the elf somehow another guy who caught Elf on a Shelf moving on camera this Christmas. After he caught the Elf on a Shelf moving around the first time, he decided to install some proper security cameras around his house. The video playing right now is something he caught earlier in December. If you look closely in the kitchen corner, you can see the Elf on a Shelf climbing up slowly in the middle of the night. Now, this isn't even the first time this guy's seen the Elf on a Shelf move on camera, because he has installed cameras all over his house. The next camera he has situated in his office records the Elf on a Shelf moving on his desk. On the camera, the elf just takes a big yawn, and without any warning whatsoever, he he just jumps off of the desk onto the chair. Where is he going off to in such a hurry, you may ask? Well, of course it's nowhere else other than Santa, to report on whether or not the kids have been behaving or not. In this next video, the guy who set up all the cameras is turning off the lights and going to sleep, and only moments later the elf on the shelf was spotted to be following him. If you look closely at the floor, you can see the elf on a shelf moving towards his direction. Now this really gets you a hint as to how early in the night these elves start to move. The elf that was caught on these cameras did not like the idea that he was being recorded, so when he found out, he just stared at the camera right in the lens. And only seconds later, the camera died. Not sure if it cut the wires or if it used its magic. Just be aware that your expensive camera equipment could get broken in the process.
After I captured the elf on the shelf moving last Christmas, I've decided to install some proper security cameras around my house. This is what I caught earlier. Suddenly yawns, and then without any warning jumps off the cameras all over the house. This shot shows what happens at night in my office. It looks like the elf's quite cheeky too. In this next clip you'll see me turning out the lights of the chair. Into my bedroom, but then seconds later the elf seems to be following me. Look closely at the floor. I think eventually the elf worked out that he was being recorded. One of the security cameras looked straight into the lens, and then seconds later, it went dead. But despite this, I'll be trying to catch
Next up on number 6, we have this one elf on a shelf that was not only caught on camera, but it was also seen decorating the entire house. Meaning that either this elf is completely oblivious to the hidden cameras, or it voluntarily filmed itself. Either way, this video does bring up some interesting questions.
You will not believe this. We caught our elf on the shelf on camera decorating the kids' room last night. Clearly he needs some decor lessons, but nice try, Todd.
On number 5, we have another video of this elf packing up some Skittles into a box. Most likely this is what the elves do once they're finally done helping out a family. On number 4, we have a really creepy video of an elf just sitting on its shelf. However, a camera was placed right next to it, and when 12 o'clock struck, it just turned and stared the camera down. But it's most likely just annoyed that it was being filmed continuously for many hours.
This is sort of creepy.
On number 3, we have this video of an elf on a shelf messing around with this family cereal. Now, what happened is this family accidentally left the camera out recording without even noticing it. So they didn't even mean to catch an elf on a shelf on camera. So here's the footage they found. Next up on number 2, I just recently found part 2 of the mailing video we found earlier. You know, the one where the elf on a shelf was packing up Skittles and ready to go? It was really hard to find, but basically in this video, he packs some more things and finally jumps into the box. He also brought his Spider-Man buddy in before shipping himself back to the North Pole. And finally on number 1, we have the video that tops them all. Not only was it a time of day where the elf was using its magical powers in an insane amount, but their elf was really special and it let out sparkles every time it did something.
Oh yeah, best zip line ever. Okay. In a 1, a 2, a 1, 2, 3, go! Deck the halls with boughs of holly.
Alright everyone, those were 10 elf on a shelf caught on.
We will make sure to put the name of this channel in the description so you guys can watch every single one of his videos. I didn't actually, tell him I was doing this, but let's just do it. So make sure to check out The Wow, but it'll also be in the description. So you guys, oh yeah, I need to tell you one more thing. So today we're going to be tracking Santa. So I'll show you all the videos we're doing today. So after this, I'm going to do Amazon Alexa calling Santa. Because last year we did Google Home. Guys didn't see Matt do it. And then after that, we're going to be making Ketchup on Christmas. And then after that, we're going to start tracking Santa. This year, it's not going to be tracking Santa live. It's just going to be tracking Santa. But you guys can watch us like every 10 minutes of us doing it. We'll post a video. And then, yeah, that's how it's going to work. I don't know how this is going to do anything, but we got it. And then we'll post any other random videos we have at night. I might post a Winterfest video today. I should get all the Christmas videos done today because tomorrow we'll have no time. And then after that day, there won't be any time to do it anymore because Christmas would be over. Yeah, that's kind of sad, but what can you do? I sound sort of like weird. I just woke up like 10 minutes ago. So, see you guys in whatever other video I post today.